are going to start a new program called Open Chat. So here in Open Chat, we are going to discuss the Kerala's smuggling case with the senior journalist, Mr. Shankar. So he's with us now. Sir, welcome to the new program.
Thank you, Swaji.
So what is the gold smuggling racket rocking Kerala now?
See, Sujit, what happened was on Sunday, about 30 kilograms of gold concealed in a diplomatic baggage was seized at Thiruvananthapuram International Airport by the Customs Department. Sarith PS, a former PRO in the UAE consulate, used false document and later he was taken into custody for questioning and his arrest was recorded. The other accused, Swapna Suresh, who works on a wing very close to Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan's office, is now on the run. This is not the first time that gold came in such a diplomatic bag. Initial report says that this method was used 10 to 12 times before, and this is a very, very worrying aspect. This is, in a nutshell, the gold smuggling racket now rocking Kerala.
Okay. So is Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan involved in this particular scam?
See, frankly speaking, no. There is no need for Pinarayi Vijayan to be involved in gold smuggling involving diplomatic channels. But still, it is a grave offense, and the Chief Minister will have to answer a lot of questions in the coming days. The Chief Minister should own some form of moral responsibility for what happened. The harsh and party worker tone that he is currently using is a clear indication that Pinarayi Vijayan today is a very, very worried man. The coming days will tell the complete story.
Why is the opposition aiming their criticism against CM? Especially BJP President yesterday conducted one press meet, and then Congress also is against CM now.
Yes, Suji, that's right. But you see, despite CM not being directly involved, there are some very serious and embarrassing questions. For example, Shankar, who is the secretary to the CM and in charge of the IT department, was responsible for recruiting Swapna Suresh, one of the main accused in the smuggling racket, to a plum post under the IT department. And this IT department portfolio is held by none other than the Chief Minister himself. This appointment was made despite her dubious background and a pending crime branch inquiry against her in a forgery case. Secondly, what was the IT Secretary Shankar doing in Swapna Suresh's flat in Thiruvananthapuram? Residents of the flat say that he was a frequent visitor and stayed back late occasionally. A principal secretary to the CM spending time with an employee he had appointed rings a very, very strange bell. It not only rings a bell, it also stings. The CM says that her name was forwarded by a placement agency. Why was the background check not done in that case? And you see, what if a terrorist is appointed tomorrow to a post close to the CM's office? Will Chief Minister Pinarayi take the same stand and say, oh, it was given by a placement agency and I didn't know anything about it? In the earlier sprinkler scam and other scams too, the Chief Minister said he was not responsible for everything. Then I'll ask a question, why should Pinarayi be the Chief Minister of Kerala then? The buck, after all, stops at his table. It should be remembered that Caesar's wife must be not only be above suspicion, but perceived so too. So the Chief Minister has to answer such embarrassing questions in the future. The more the days go by, the more inquiries come down, his door is nearing now.
recently one major Malayalam television channel conducted one survey, and they predicted that a second term for Pinarayi Vijayan. Then will it hit the image of the CPM since elections are around the corner?
Yes, yes, it is. It will definitely hit the image of the CPM in Kerala. See, thanks to the COVID and all, the CPM in Kerala was sailing very well. But should something go wrong, the CPM always has a plan B when elections near. But this gold smuggling racket is going to be a major embarrassment for the CPM. The parties within the CPM, that is the left wing and the alliance partners, are also very upset at what is happening. See, Chief Minister Pinarayi has a way of functioning. He steamrolls everything. He doesn't take the opposition into consideration. He doesn't even take the parties that are aligned with him into consideration. He steamrolls everything. For example, the CPI, a major constituent uh, of the alliance, has been very upset on major things. But still, Pinarayi Vijayan hardly cares for all that. But when elections near, that there is bound to be going, that there will be bound to be a problem. The Politburo in Delhi also lives in the fear and awe of Pinarayi Vijayan because Kerala is the only bastion of the left party. So Pinarayi Vijayan may get full support. But definitely it will dent the image of the CPM in future, even as the elections are round the corner.
So actually, what about a CBI inquiry? Most of the
See,
central
opposition, yes,
most of
yes,
the
the
central
opposition,
leaders are against CM. As you said, Kerala is the only CPM bastion now. So especially Pinarayi Vijayan always took a stand against Narendra Modi and his ministers. So today morning, our minister from Kerala, V. Muralidharan, met Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman too. So what is your take in?
see, actually speaking, Pinarayi Vijayan is not very harsh against PM Narendra Modi. He has been very soft on various occasions. He has not been commenting on various things. And he has only been targeting Muralidharan and other ministers from Kerala. So he has always got a very good sort of, unofficial friendly ties with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, though openly he cannot say that. Opposition leaders Ramesh Chennithala has written to Prime Minister Modi seeking a CBI probe and investigation by the Enforcement Directorate into the gold smuggling case. Fair enough. He says media reports of the influence of the smuggling cartel at the CMO and the nexus between politicians, government officials, and the smugglers point to a grave situation warranting the investigation. But here I should point out that the Customs Commissioner is right. Customs Commissioner Sumit Kumar said in Kochi that the offence is a violation of the Customs Act and only Directorate of Revenue Intelligence and Customs have a jurisdiction to probe the case at this stage. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan is correct when he said that the centre has to take a decision on a CBI probe. But ultimately, if things become very serious, then the center will order a CBI probe.
Okay, fine. So 2 days back, Kerala CM and especially in Trivandrum, they announced triple lockdown. So any connection between these two, the smuggling case and the triple
Yes, yes.
lockdown?
Strangely, it's a strange coincidence. The morning when the smuggling racket broke, the chief minister's office, that is the government, suddenly ordered a triple lockdown, and that also at 8 o'clock in the night when people were not prepared. Nobody knew that there is going to be a triple lockdown in Trivandrum. So this many say that this is to avoid, dharnas and processions in Trivandrum, especially in front of the secretariat, and also a means to divert the attention of people, from the gold smuggling racket. No government, especially Pinarayi's government, has suddenly ordered a lockdown of this nature. It came as a surprise to many, and there is a lot of criticism on this too. So there is a general talk that this was used to divert the attention of the people, though the chief minister has denied it. But the coincidence is very, very strange.
Okay, after this, see, we all know that customs doesn't have any authority to investigate a criminal case that happened in Kerala. So maybe they are trying to destroy the evidence in this case, right?
No, that they cannot do because the customs would come under the central government. So why should they destroy evidence against a state government which is not on their side? So they will not destroy the evidence. But what customs, what they would do is they would investigate the case and it would ultimately reach the finance minister's table. Then a call has to be taken. What should be the next step? It would be either a CBI probe or further investigation. And a lot of people, especially I think a lot of people within the CMO's office is going to come under a shadow. That is no doubt. There's no doubt about it. But did Chief Minister know what was happening? That is something that the only coming days would answer. But Shankar is a man who has to be, 4 years he has been with the CM and he has been a very, very close confidant of the chief minister. So he is a man to be probed.
Okay, finally, one more question. The PMO is reportedly unhappy. Why?
See, the PMO is very unhappy because because it involves UAE that has been very friendly to India. Misusing diplomatic channels will affect the image of UAE too, something that that country wants to avoid. This is a very, very delicate issue and will need urgent attention. Usually, diplomatic baggage that is under the Vienna Convention is used only for diplomats and sending some documents or sending medicines or sending something that is used by the diplomatic staff. But in this case, this was misused not only in India but also in UAE. This is a very embarrassing situation, and India will have to use all its diplomatic charm to tell the UAE that yes, a wrong has been done and that we are setting it right. So I think the coming days they will have to pacify UAE also on this front, and there is no doubt that UAE is upset on this, in this racket.
So especially UAE is very much friendly with Kerala. A lot of Malayalis are there in Gulf region too. So External Affairs
Yes.
Ministry and the relationship between central government, in between central government and UAE, also they have to take care state government too. So what is your take in that?
See, when it comes to an embarrassing situation, UAE will not see how friendly it is with Kerala or with India, because UAE is bothered more about the world image. So if there is a global opinion that that diplomatic baggage is being misused by a country, then they will have to answer a lot of questions. So the UAE will not see how friendly they are with Kerala or how friendly they are with India. They will like to set up their house in order first. So that will be their priority. See, no country will see whether they are friendly or not friendly. They might at best hush up some facts, but UAE will always, the first priority would be that they should come clean. So UAE will take that stand.
Okay, so last time we know that Chandy also faced a similar allegation. At that time, Sarita Nair was the hero in those time. Now one more lady came, Sopna. So how you are going to relate two incidents?
Yes, actually speaking, the Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan yesterday in his press conference said that those who are already in the mud are trying to pull him down. See, unfortunately in Kerala, women, sex, money are all involved in various scandals. In the last term, it was Sarita and the solar scam. This time it is Swapna and the Swarna gang. Swarna means in Malayalam gold. So a lot of this series. So there is always I don't know, strangely, there is a woman in play, and it all starts with the way that certain women are able to pull strings within the government. In Sarita's case, also that happened. In Sopna's case, also that happened. Now, for example, a strange incident is the speaker himself goes to a function of an organization which is a bit dubious. And he's seen patting Swapna Suresh on the back, indicates very closeness. She can use this video to pull strings anywhere. So there is a lot of next. I agree with you that the last term also the UDF had the same problem with Sarita. This time it is Swapna. That's all. It's after all in Kerala there is a saying whether it is CPM or Congress, only the color of the flag changes. Otherwise they are all the same.
Okay. So what type of action will come against Shivashankar in the future? Because already CM took action. So he was the principal secretary to CM. Now he is no more in that post. So in IAS book rule, there are some regulations for public servant to the society. But as you said already that the residents of the apartment saw him. He was there in that lady's flat for several times. So any sort of action will come against Shivashankar from the department itself?
See, that is up to the IAS, of course, would be governed by the central rules as such. But the probe will have to reveal his close links with the smuggling bracket. Whether he used his influence to get Swapna Suresh get things done is something that will have to be seen. Whether his hand is involved in the gold smuggling racket is something only a probe can bring about. In which case, he's surely likely to be probed under the IAS rules, and the center can step in and he can be probed further. But what action can be taken depends on the severity of the offense.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for
Thank you,
participating in this.
Sujit. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.